Silently they wait. Like columns of living, breathing stones, they wait. Slowly aging, maturing into a metamorphosis of milk and mold until the time is right. I'm talking about the mysteries of the king of cheeses, cheddar. You know, the words cheddar cheese have become so generic and so bastardized that people don't realize that real cheddar actually comes from one region. That's the taste I'm after. I'm not talking about the orange gooey stuff you get on your chips at the ball game. I'm talking about the real deal, the real taste. And you can only get that in one place, Somerset, England. I've come to Somerset to meet this man, Jamie Montgomery. He makes cheese in the true tradition of Somerset, and his cheddar is some of the best in the world.
Yeah, why Somerset? I've always had a strong belief that it's as simple as the fertility, as our capacity to grow big crops of really good grass.
Now, officially, cheddar cheese has no designation of product origin. That's officially. But traditionally, all cheddar cheese must come from within a 30-mile radius of Cheddar, England. Jamie is one of only a handful of cheesemakers in the world who are making cheddar in the traditional way. By handful, I mean only 3. It all starts here, or more specifically, here. Each cow was born on this farm, so they know exactly what goes into that cow, and that's important. That way, they can control the flavor and richness of the milk. And more importantly, the milk does not have to be pasteurized. Pasteurization kills flavor. Don't look at the camera, please. Thank you. To the fresh milk, they add an heirloom starter. This is one of the differences between real cheddar and everything else that's out there. You have to use a traditional starter to get real cheddar flavor. Some of the starters they use can be traced back 50, 60, even 70 years. The result? The lightly golden cheese curd that is the foundation for phenomenal taste. It's a very hands-on process. Steve Bridges has been making cheese for 36 years and knows exactly, almost intuitively, when to start each step of the process. That's something no machine can do. It's all done by feel as much as anything else. What they're doing right here is cheddaring, by the way, breaking up the curd into uneven shreds and hand salting. That gives cheddar cheese its unique texture. The cheese curd is pressed into a mold and the excess water removed.
Our aim is to look after every element to give us as many different flavors happening in that cheese at the same time.
Finally, each cheese round is wrapped in muslin that has been soaked in lard.
It allows the cheese to dry out at the correct rate, not too fast, not too slow.
The round is then sent to storage, and that is where the real magic happens. Each month, they taste and grade cheese that was made 3 to 6 months before to check its progress.
How many are you tasting?
Records are kept on each cheese with notes about what was happening on the day the cheese was made. But they admit they are trying to tame an unpredictable beast. The cheese takes on a life of its own.
We've got all of the tools available to us to make a really, really good product, but every single one of those tools will give us less predictability.
I know what you're thinking. It's a lot like wine. But instead of one vintage a year, cheddar has a vintage every day, 365 days a year.
There are cheeses that you come across that you get hugely excited about. That's the point of not making them all the same.
The flavor of cheddar is something of Somerset, something in the soil, something in the air, yes. But it's also the dedication of the people at the mercy of all these elements that make cheddar great. Taking no shortcuts, making no compromises.